Next land.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
Moonee Valley. My favourite place on earth. First race on the quick backup. Welcome back to Oliver Handicap. Bagman.
Well, he's going to be ridden by Damien Oliver, actually.
Oh,
Barrier 6, field of 7. Shouldn't really worry him, he gets back anyway. He's looking for 2,000 metres. If he had 54 kilos, he'd be a certainty, but he hasn't. He's got 60. That's my only knock, but I still think he'll be the one to beat. What do you think?
you'd be hard to beat.
Good.
It's in the page.
We need to get one of those auto cues.
I like going in race by race order. What race is that? Race 3. Oh, wow. Sacred Flora Mulligan.
Gee, tough win, tough run last start. He got beat that far.
Well, if he won, I wouldn't still be working for you, Jim. Put it that way. Had the house on it.
Barrier 7 should get a nice run. Interesting, went forward last start. I've been trying to look after the horse, and people often say, oh, Waller interferes with instructions. A lot of people don't understand horses. I won't say horses, but I believe this horse just struggles with his breathing and touch. He's not a roarer, he hasn't got a throat problem, and it's just a touch. But that's why I like riding him a little bit more conservatively. And that were our instructions last start, and he couldn't get in, so he made his own judgment and went forward, and it almost pinched the race. And you don't deny a jockey making mid-race decisions, and when I give my instructions, I always say this is plan A. I never have a plan B. Plan B's up to the jockeys, and use a good jockey to do that. Sure, we're quite descriptive with our instructions, but I think you have to be in this day and age. You've often got people questioning you. There's always the critics that are going to be thinking negatively. So if you give positive instructions, descriptive instructions, it takes me out of the blame. It's my livelihood, it's my licence. I can't risk being scrutinised or losing my licence, so you've got to be pretty descriptive with your instructions. And everybody has different opinions, but fortunately we do the form pretty well via you and Richard, and gives me a bit of confidence to give instructions. But again, I stress, good jockeys can make their own decisions, and I'm happy to run with that.
Mulligan was ridden more conservatively the other day. Moonee Valley.
Yeah, well,
we thought he'd.
Well, this horse, this is a good example.
Yeah.
Horse drew wide. I thought we'd go forward, and you actually said, look, we're just going to be in no man's land. Let's go back. We'll hope everybody can see that there's no speed, because there wasn't.
No.
And that can quite often generate speed. So you're trying to preempt things. There wasn't speed.
No.
Maybe Craig should have got rolling a little bit, or was he trying to ride to our instructions? They're just trying to do the right thing. So yeah, it backfired last start, but we've still got a horse left, and he'll run well on Saturday.
And that's probably more so the difference. Go back to your
100%.
comments earlier. You ride him a touch conservatively, you've still got a horse.
Well, Sacred Fly could be a good example. He had a gut buster last start. Is he going to back up, or is he going to feel the effects of that hard run? You can't run a horse week in, week out when they're running hard up on the speed, doing it tough at both ends. Eventually it takes its toll.
It's in the page.
Race 8.
1600 metre event, 2 runners. Egglestein, Interstate Radar, and Fulga.
Wet tracks. We've been looking for them all winter.
Moonee Valley,
Moonee Valley's a pretty good surface, but I reckon it'll be a dead track, won't it?
it's always touch juicier at
Yeah,
Moonee Valley, isn't it?
yeah. So we've been trying for wet tracks in Sydney for this horse. Haven't been able to find one. He's been on the wrong leg or just the wrong meetings. So we've sent him to Melbourne, Barrier 7, James Weeks in a field of 12, perfect draw for him. He likes to just settle, finish off. He'll be very hard to beat.
Fulga?
First time at the Valley, Egglestein, but noticed in his German form he's had a couple of runs left-handed. Didn't win, but has had a couple of runs. And the beauty of training here at Rose Hill, if we give them a bit of notice, they'll let us gallop left-handed around the inside grass here at Rose Hill. So it's a good preparation for Melbourne and in particular Moonee Valley. Fulga, like most of the other runners at the meeting, did have the opportunity to go to Moonee Valley on Tuesday morning. From memory, I think there was Fulga, Moss Money, Mullican and Sacred Flyer. They all went to the valley on Tuesday morning, had a nice workout, didn't go to break records, but just had a good look around. So Bagman didn't because he was backing up from Saturday. Eigelstein hasn't because he was still in Sydney until the fields came out on Wednesday. Make sure everything's right, then send him down Wednesday night. And Acapella went down Wednesday night as well. She's raced left-handed a few times before, including New Zealand, so I didn't think it was as urgent for her. So I think Fulga dropping back to 1600 metres, he's been disappointing. He's run pretty good races, but he's not winning and not looking like a winner, so we've dropped him right back to the mile. I think he'll be very hard to beat. Barrier 10, but that's his racing style. He'll get back and finish off strong.
The mare's over a mile in the last event on the card, Moss Money and Acapella.
Acapella Barrier 10, Damien Oliver, good booking. She just needs to switch off early and get home late. Her runs last preparation in Melbourne were disappointing, so let's hope she can fire up. But runs in Sydney haven't been too bad. She's in the right race, that's for sure. Moss Money hasn't won since winning a Saturday race at Moonee Valley 4 runs ago. Barrier 11, from memory she drew Barrier 10 the day she won down there on probably a slow to heavy track. She doesn't win out of turn, but she's done her job this prep by winning a Saturday race. No reason why she can't get some more prize money on Saturday.
Gets back down on the limit weight Saturday?
Yeah, 54, probably well out of her grade. She's entitled to have less than 54 if you're looking at it from a ratings perspective.
No, you're not a betting man, Chris, best of the day for the punters?
Leave yourself a little bit open.
He's liable to tip us something to place in the first with 6 horses, no third dividend, that'd be good.
I was actually.
Oh, he was too. Just take $1.20 a place about this thing. You better buy a loaf of bread with your $10.
I can't find one, Lamb. There's
Come
some
on,
great
man,
chances
you've got enough
here.
to pick from.
Oh. I don't want to choose a horse that we've got 2 runners in and the other one gets up. I'll say Bagman. He deserves a win and therefore I think he can win. There is a racing god.
Yeah, good luck, good punting. If you're not doing anything on Saturday, come and join Guy Mulcaster and I will be sitting up there between the main grandstand and the Grand Pavilion trying to make one favourite. Good luck.